One more question for Venerable Wei Wu. This is something quite general. What is your take on the challenges facing Buddhism in Malaysia today? Especially we look at the scenario where we see a decreasing Buddhist population, maybe continuing evangelism, lack of visible Buddhist leaders even at the political level, and then an increase in Islamization in various aspects.
Actually, I'm not so worried about Islam and Christianity. Why? I come back later on this. Let me share with you some personal experiences. In my student days in New Zealand, I have many Malaysian friends who were leftists. They carry the little red book. They invite me to go and see the film of Mao Zedong, But most of them today are very successful businessmen. And one of them had become a scholar monk. So it's quite interesting. But these people, these friends, when we were in New Zealand, they really believed that the whole world would turn red. And then, look at the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church was very strong, especially in Europe at one time. Before that, if you marry a Roman Catholic, whether you are a man or you are a lady, you have to adopt that religion. This no longer applies today. During that period when Catholic Church was very strong, the Catholics believed that Catholicism will continue to expand. But what happened after that? Now closer to modern age, there are many people who believe that many Western countries will turn into Muslim predominant nations. Do you believe in that? What I can say is that Christianity, especially the traditional churches, is facing a decline in following in the West. Because many highly educated Westerners can no longer accept a religious faith based on faith, based on, you just accept God and then you can join God in His kingdom, Highly intellectual people no longer accept that. So many of these traditional churches are shifting their resources to Asia. They have crisis consciousness. If they don't do that, they will become irrelevant. I think we can learn from that. I wish Buddhists have the same sense of crisis consciousness. I think we just feel too comfortable. We don't know that crisis is coming very soon. So we can learn from South Korea. But I'd like to bring all of you closer home. Most Buddhists at popular levels are attracted by pujas and ceremonies. And now also attracted by welfare work. Now, I'm not suggesting I'm against them. But Tan Xiang also run old folks' home. It's important for us to look after the senior citizens who contributed to the nation building. If we don't do that, we are very ungrateful. However, we need to understand that if we only get addicted to religious ceremonies, we will continue to have very few young members. This is a crisis we are facing today. Somehow we are not able to attract the youth, as well as other religions. So, my dear friends, we have to change our approach. If we want to win the hearts of the youth, we cannot speak the language they don't understand. We have to learn to speak their language. Let me give some examples. We need to have more Victor V's. Fortunately, not only one, we have quite a few. We have quite a few Malaysians who are very good in composing and very good in singing Buddhist songs. And the songs they compose, the songs they sing, really touch the heart of the youth. But you must understand, Christians are better than us. So, don't be ashamed to learn from Christians. Then I think if you want to attract young people, you cannot be so serious. So yesterday while we were here, I suggested to Benny, I say, let's change the theme of today's dialogue to when Lao Fuzi meet Mr. Bean. If you want to reach the young people, you have to talk to them, in Mr. Bean's language, in Lao Fuzi's language. Not so serious lah. Sometimes I go to Theravada Buddhist centers. They are too polite. The members are too polite. They dare not clap, They only say sadhu, Actually, okay to say sadhu, but say sadhu. And then claps your hands. Young people, they like to do that. So of course there are many other ways to attract young people. Actually, I'm not so good at that. I really want to learn from the Christians. And then we can use pujas, we can use songs, we can use good food. I don't know whether the food will be good afterwards or not. We can also use welfare work to attract people into Buddhism. But after they come in, please don't forget to give them Dharma food. So in Tan Siang, when we have a long puja, in the middle of long puja, we always give teaching. In Tan Siang Temple in Penang, we run a vegetarian canteen, where many high-tech factory staff come for lunch, and they pay a donation of any amount. And through food, they come and one sick, We are able to recruit many volunteers into our welfare work, our Dharma, and follow, even even we were able to fish them to joining us in our former Buddhist studies program. How about that? Now I want to talk about the comment I made earlier about religious faith in general. So earlier I said I'm not so worried about Christianity and Islam. It is better to have faith in any religion instead of materialism. Or instead of having no faith. Or instead of what a lot of young people, young people, what is their faith? They have great faith in whatever they see in their smartphone. So, there is no need to try to convert people from other religious faiths. Because there are people who today, they don't have any religious faith. So go after them. And if you think that market is too small, there is even a bigger market. There are many, many people who are misled into all those cults. This does not happen within Buddhism. Christianity has a lot of these cults. So why go and convert the Buddhists to become Christians? Go and convert those that are really very, very funny. Don't you agree? Because all these crowd, all these cults, they operate under the banners of one of the great religions. They are really doing a great disservice.
Thank you, Venerable Wei Wu.